guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carrie and this is my book corner. Alright guys, so today I figured I'd do a little book tag video. I was searching around for things to film and this one came up and I thought it would, I don't know, it would be fun to do. So I'm going to do the Unpopular Opinions book tag. And just remember, this is my opinion. I don't want you guys, if I mention like your favorite author or your favorite book or something, if you love these books and authors, I love that for you. I love that everyone can pick what they want to read when they want to read it. These are just my personal opinions and they might not have been for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so question number 1. What is a popular book or series that you don't like? Well, this one comes to mind. Throne of Glass. I bought these as a box set when I got back into reading a few years ago. And I was like, I know I'm going to love it. Everyone loves it. I read the ACOTAR series first, and then I went into this. I read all 8 books, okay, pretty much back to back over a few months. And at the end, I just realized, you know what, that series was not for me. I really did not enjoy it. So this is definitely a popular series, but it just is not, just not for me. Another popular book, speaking of ACOTAR, is A Court of Silver Flames. I hated this book. I hated this book. I despise this book. There was not one good part of this book. So yeah, I know this is very popular, especially in the ACOTAR series. It's a lot of people's favorite. It's my least favorite. Pretty sure I gave it like 2 stars, but I'd probably go back and give it a 1 star. I should have DNF'd it, but because it's in a series, I didn't want to DNF it because the series was going to continue. But yeah, I hated this book. So there's that. Question number 2. A book or series that many people don't like, but you love. This one's tricky. There's none where everyone says, wow, this book or series is trash, like no one should read it. But the ones that came to mind are From Blood and Ash. I've heard a lot of people's opinions on this series, and they say like it gets worse and worse as the books go on. I'm not of that mindset. This book was 5 stars. The second book is my favorite in the series. That's like a 6-star read for me. So on and so forth. I love the series. I love where it's going. And yeah, so I don't know if that really counts, because I know not a lot of people hate it, but I've heard a lot of people's opinions that they don't really enjoy it. And another one is King of Scars and Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo, part of the Grishaverse. Shadow and Bone trilogy, not my super favorite, but I understand what it did, and I really did enjoy it. Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, loved. I'm of the few that believe that Crooked Kingdom is better than Six of Crows. Okay, that's my opinion. Even though it ripped my heart out, but I enjoyed it more. This one, a lot of people, they just don't care. They don't continue with the series. They say, it's not needed. I love these 2 books. And the way Rule of Wolves ended, like, it's open. And I wish you would rate more, but I love this series. I know a lot of people just, like, discount it. I recommend that you do not discount these 2 books. Love it. I love them. Number 3. A love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you didn't want them to end up with, or an OTP, like a pairing that you don't like that everyone loves. I don't know how you say his name. Cassian, and Nesta. He deserved better. He deserves better, and she doesn't deserve him. So that's definitely an OTP that I do not like. And no one will change my mind on that. So there you go. All right. Question number 4. A popular genre that you hardly reach for. I don't know. I'm pretty open. I'd say I don't really reach for sci-fi. Is that popular right now? I'm not sure. I don't really reach for sci-fi, but I'd say the main one that is popular is like hetero or MF contemporary romance. I don't reach for that. I mean, if you can tell me these are all my queer shelves. I'd rather read about 2 men, 2 women, non-binary, trans, bisexual, you name it. I'd rather read about their love stories than, you know, a typical cis man and woman. Nothing wrong with that. Just that's my preference right now of what I reach for and grab for. I'm not really going to grab like a romantic comedy or, you know, those kind of books. So I guess that's kind of unpopular, I guess. Question number 5 is a popular or beloved character that you don't like. I'll go with Corona Glass again. Aylin. I don't like her. She's the main character in the books, and I do not like her. I do not like her as a character. I do not like her personality. I do not like her choices. She's immature. And yes, I know. I know. She's young in the books, okay? But for what she does and the power she has and the actions she takes, she needs to grow up, plain and simple. She needs to take more responsibility and accept help and let other people in on her plans, and that's it. She just needed to grow up. She's very immature, and she got on my nerves every single book. Every single book, it got worse and worse. Question number 6. An author that you can't seem to get into. Okay. Brandon Sanderson. Okay, I'm so, when I first started to hear about Brandon Sanderson's series and how popular he was, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to love it. High fantasy, count me in. Count me in. So I was even looking for lots, like book lots on Mercari and eBay and Facebook Marketplace. I was like, I want to collect them all so I can just read them all. And then I said to myself, that's dumb, okay? How about you get one book, see if you like it, and then continue from there. So I watched Brandon Sanderson's his video on YouTube about his recommended reading order, and I'm fairly certain he said to start with Mistborn, Era 1 or whatever it's called. So that's what I did. I got Mistborn, the first book, and I made it to page 184, and I have tried to read this multiple times, and I can't get past that point. The magic system is a little confusing and also kind of boring. It started off great. The characters started off really interesting, and then it just went downhill. I'm not really enjoying the whole heist aspect of it, and I genuinely don't care about any of the characters, and I don't care what happens with the heist. So I'm just going to say Brandon Sanderson might not be for me. If you guys finish this and if it gets better, or maybe the second book or the third book, but let me know and I'll try it again. But for now, I just don't think Brandon Sanderson is for me. Number 7, a popular book trope you're tired of seeing. Miscommunication. Miscommunication is the worst thing to ever exist in romance books. Stop it. Romance books are about adults. Okay? So shouldn't the adults act like adults? And talk? And communicate? Yeah. Miscommunication. I am so sick of it. And it makes me mad. And it drops it down. What could have been like a 5-star read, it drops it down because you need to grow up and you need to talk to your partner. Simple as that. Another one I don't like is insta-love. Come on. It's not insta-love. It's insta-lust. It's lust. It's not love. You can't fall in love with someone you met once. You can't. It's lust. Or just a crush. It's not love. So I don't like insta-love. And I don't think this is a trope, but I hate third act breakups. Okay? I hate third act breakups. It doesn't happen in real life. Every single romance book, not every couple in the world has this like conflict where they break up and then something happens and they get back to BS. BS. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of third act breakups. Some people love it and I just don't know why. You don't need that extra put angst throughout their relationship, okay? Have these people work towards something, but don't have them break up over something stupid like miscommunication, okay? And then get together when they finally get their heads out of their asses and actually talk. So, sorry I got a little heated, but that's a big one for me. I can't stand, I can't stand that. Why do they do that? Almost done. Question number 8. A popular book or series you have no interest in reading. Okay, now this might seem funny that I have a physical copy, but I bought this from a person on Instagram who does sprayed edges. And I thought, that's gorgeous. And I knew the book was popular. And I figured, you know what, maybe I'll give it a shot at some point, but I love those edges. I want it. So I never read the book. And then I got it in the mail, delayed. I got it. But by that, I had heard so many things about this book. And I was like, wow, that book sounds like trash. And no, I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. I have not read it. But from what I have heard, I don't want to read it. It doesn't sound interesting at all. The characters sound incredibly flat and two-dimensional. And her nickname, that whatever his name is, gives her, ugh, so cringy. So, I don't know. I keep those on my shelf right now with the spine out. I don't know if I don't know if I'm ever going to get rid of it. I probably should. But for now, it just looks pretty on my shelf. I just have the edges out. So yeah, I just no interest in reading this ever. So there's that one. Don't come for me. And then the final question. The saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. But what movie or TV show adaptation is better than the book? That's easy. Lord of the Rings trilogy. Okay. I love those movies. The extended editions are the only editions, in my opinion. And I figured a couple years ago, I said, I'm going to finally read the source material, right? So what I did was, my favorite thing to do is I read the book and then I watched the movie. So I read Fellowship and then I watched the movie as a reward. Thank God, because that book, all they do is walk the whole time. They just walk. The movie is so much better, okay? The movie is so much better. Two Towers, that used to be like my least favorite movie, but it was like a pretty good book, but movie's still better. And Return of the King was my favorite movie, and it was my favorite book out of the 3, but the movie is still better. So, I don't know. The way they did the movies, it just made it a lot more entertaining and thrilling. And the books, yes, I understand. You have to have all the extra background information. You need the side stories. You need all that, all the details. I mean, it is a high fantasy. It's a great fantasy series. I believe that. But the movies translated all of that so well that I don't feel like you're missing out on anything. After reading the books and watching the movies, you're not missing anything, in my opinion. Should you still read these? Yes, I highly recommend them. But in my personal opinion, the movies are definitely better than the books, and they will always have a special place in my heart. I love this movie so much. So, there's that. Okay, that is all the 9 questions for the unpopular opinions tag. If you share any of my opinions, or if you want to answer the questions on your own down in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. I love to hear people's opinions on books, especially unpopular opinions on books. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I want to hear some of your answers to these questions. I'd love that. So please put them in the comments. And a new thing I would like to start doing at the end of my videos is talk about my current read. And this week, I am currently reading Shot in the Dark by Anna Britton. This is a crime thriller novel. It is about detectives Gabe Martin and Juliet Stern, and they are investigating the murder of a 17-year-old girl. I'm really enjoying it. I'm on page 122. So I'm not super far into it, but I'm really enjoying the writing style. And I love the mixed media aspect because she's putting text messages and phone logs and emails through, mixed throughout the points of view. And I'm really enjoying that. I can't wait to figure out who did it, who killed Melanie Pert. Right now, I'm pretty sure we met all the suspects because it says there's 5 suspects. Pretty sure we met all 5 suspects now. And I don't know enough to guess who did it yet. But I am looking forward to figuring out and discovering who the killer is. So I'm liking this so far. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. If you want to see more content from me, I'd really appreciate it. Also, I want to thank all the new subscribers who have joined. I can't believe I have like 160 now. I can't believe that. And my book haul got so many views. I'm like, excuse me? I just want to say thank you guys for being here. And if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for videos you'd like me to film, please drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go. And I will see you guys in my next video. All right? Bye, guys.